Go ahead.
I start over?
No.
No, I'm taking it.
Yeah, just start over. You start over. Do it one more time.
Okay. Hi, I'm Malmquist from the Manteno High School of Cochrane, and I'm here interviewing the crew of the At Sign Productions.
Hi, I'm Corey Butler.
Hi, I'm tired of drinking this water. Let me go get something else to drink here. Hey, Corey.
Yeah, Chris.
Do you want to do?
Yeah.
Hey, interview lady.
Yeah?
Do you want to do?
No thanks.
Okay.
What I really want is to get through this interview, though,
Okay.
and not go out of it before you say your name or anything.
Oh, okay. I'm Chris Denor.
And we are At Sign Productions.
Okay. Is there a certain story to how At Sign Productions got started?
Kinda. I was originally Core Film Productions. Core, like short for Corey. Oh, clever, right?
Yeah.
Made a few movies with my friend Luke Skogland. In high school, we ended up growing apart, and I'm like, just doesn't feel the same. I should make a new company. And I thought, what sounds cool? And At Sign came to mind. For a couple years, didn't really do anything with it until met this kid, met up with him.
Oh, yeah.
And then we made some movies.
Yeah, we just kind of started this summer.
So, how long have you been friends?
Third grade?
Yeah, you want me to start? And then...
Yeah, just start with third grade.
Okay, well, I moved to Manteno in third grade and was placed in Miss Simmons' class, along with Chris. That's where I met him, third grade Miss Simmons' class.
Both moved here at the same time.
The first day of school, the teacher turned to Chris and said, "Chris, will you make Corey feel at home?"
I just moved there.
And I already knew that. Well, how's that going to work out? So we tried to make him feel at home, but hated him. I hated him. All my friends just ganged up on him and made fun of his hat with ducks on it.
I was called Duck Hat.
And that's how it went for about 4 years.
And then came along 7th grade, I'll take it.
Okay.
So 7th grade came along. I was supposed to meet Luke Skogland and David Nagel upstairs and watch a movie on history. And we're watching this history thing, we're watching it. We're all drawing Dragon Ball Z. And he was doing Vegeta, and I was like, you want good Super Saiyan hair? Use these two colors. And
I curse those pencils to this day.
Yeah, kind of, yeah, pretty much. But after that, we went to his house, we watched Dragon Ball Z, and, you know.
The friendship really grew from there, from Dragon Ball Z.
When did you start getting interested in making films?
I think about 7th grade, I bought my first camera. No editing or anything. I didn't even have a computer yet.
Yeah.
So it was all like pretty much
stop.
Yeah, linear editing. Can't go back and fix anything. And I loved it though. Like my friends would come over after school and we'd just make a bunch of short nonsense things that are hard to watch now.
A bunch of Matrix ripoffs.
Yeah. Most of them never made it.
Yeah.
Past the first few minutes of.
Like someone was just loud, yelling kids in high-pitched voices.
Yeah.
How much time is put into making a film now?
It depends on how complex the film is, really.
Yeah, like we can do one in like 20 minutes editing and filming, but yeah, one can take like 4 days.
Yeah, so it really fluctuates on how much you really like the project and how much it calls for.
Yeah. What is your favorite part about the job?
I think I like most of all the cinematography and actually handling the camera. But then there's also editing, which I love, and just coming up with a story. I think the only real trouble I have with it is not so much acting, but being the only 2 actors in it.
Yeah.
You can come up with a great story, but without even a third person to maybe hold the camera while you 2 act, it doesn't always work out.
Like, some people ask me, like, it's kind of amazing, you 2 guys make this one film, it seems like there's more, but yeah, that's probably the worst thing I don't like about these films. But I really like the idea of like sitting down and just coming up with a story and then filming it with like your best friend just hanging out doing it. It's probably the best part about this.
Yeah.
And being a better actor throughout is probably pretty sweet.
But the 2 actors thing really limits us to what we can make.
Yeah. Do you have any funny stories?
I think the best thing ever is when we were filming Payback, the end of the first Payback, and I get stabbed and have to fall to the ground. So we took one of these couch cushions and I have jelly on my shirt, and it's gonna get all over the couch cushion. And my mom pulls up from shopping, and she says, "You're not getting that all dirty, are you?" No, of course not. So she goes back in her car to grab a bag. As she bends down, I'm like, "All right, we're gonna do this." I just fall flat on it, get back up, and flip it over to hide the jelly. She never knew.
Yeah.
So what did you do about the jelly?
Oh, I took a hose.
I think it was the middle cushion.
Yeah, we just hosed off the jelly, and had to like dry it off with a shirt that had to just roll up a shirt and
dried it
off and hid it back without anyone knowing. It was great.
Yeah.
It's still there, maybe.
And the scene works perfectly.
Yeah.
Are there any qualities that each of you have that make your partnership work?
When you can sit and just drift off and not listen to someone and come back into their conversation like 10 minutes later and know what they're talking about.
It helps a lot.
Yeah. Or just say something completely off the wall.
Being off the wall helps to just be creative.
I wouldn't say outside the box, it's just like weird and kind of stupid. So it just kind of hits it.
Is there a theme to any of your films?
Obviously, we hope it to be comedy,
Yeah.
but there's like, I'd say violent comedy.
Violent comedy and
Not funny comedy.
not funny stuff that just kind of like ticks us off. Like stuff that people find funny ticks us off.
And that's why we put it in there. We're like, well, this makes us mad. Maybe we'll find someone else who this also makes mad. And
But people find it funny.
yeah,
But also, like,
It
I guess
backfires.
being bad friends, like, thinking of what it's like to be a bad friend really goes into most of our films.
Yeah.
Like, one of them is, like, doing pranks to each other throughout the whole entire film because he hit a controller out of my hand.
Mhm.
I'm going to give him jelly instead of Jello. Or then to get me back, he's going to, like, put a sandwich in my laptop and just ruin it with stuff, and then I'll throw his iPod in the water.
Things like that.
Yeah.
How many have you made?
11?
11 are online now.
11 of them are
We just
online.
made one, and there's a couple that we made but never put online. Just
Didn't
they were
have-
halfway done, couldn't get actors.
like
Different
yeah.
problems.
We had enough actors for a few scenes, but we couldn't get enough to finish it, or good enough actors to act it out to where we really liked it.
Mhm.
Is @sign just a hobby, or do you plan to make a career out of it?
Right now, obviously, just a hobby. Not really sure where we could go with our own
Yeah, we're trying to make plans.
company, but I think just getting skills from our hobby could help us in future jobs with film.
So what are you guys doing now?
Attending KCC right now, thinking of going to Columbia after getting general classes out the way. As for a job right now, we both work in film for a company called Clever Monkey Media, making training videos and documentaries.
I was going to Olivet to be a youth pastor, and then I started going to KCC as just get general eds out of the way and go back to Olivet. But recently I've been thinking about going into film because we do have this job, and it's something that could be, I don't know, just more fun and
Just the ability just to do it. Not
Yeah,
everyone has.
yeah, not everyone gets a job where you can film big projects right away
Yeah.
and then go in to do film. So I'm just like, maybe this is what I'm supposed
Mhm.
to do, and then I can go do something later after this job's done.
So what are your plans for the future of @sign Productions?
Probably just keep it running to make short, stupid videos. If anyone ever gets interested in them, maybe we'll become a little bit more popular and people will recognize us around America.
Yeah, maybe a broader YouTube.
Get some street cred.
Get some street cred, and then one day, maybe one day, but who knows, just be able to make a show of our own on TV or just anything more than what we're doing on YouTube. Just little strides is just enough for us, I guess.
Okay, well thank you very much. It was nice meeting you.
Thank you. You too. Nice to meet you.
Thank
Now get out of my house.
This is it, a cribs.
@sign